But before we close, I'm really pleased to invite Héctor Guerrero, Director of the Aerospace Technical Office, Ministry of the Science and Innovation of Spain, to give some closing remark.
Okay, where is the present? This is the presenter?
Yes.
The green one, okay. Well, thank you to the organization for inviting a representative of the next Spanish presidency of the European Union Council. You know that after the Swedish presidency, we will start on July the 1st. And space has been declared in our country as very important recently. And then we will have some messages for the European community and the European family in some way. Thank you for staying here that late, because I thought that everyone was leaving and I was going to stay only with the dinosaur. But at least yes, I see you are here accompanying me. Well, the idea is as follows. In Spain, we have a brand new agency. I am going to tell you just in 3 slides what is the agency, because for this community of industries related with Earth observation, imaging, etc., maybe there are opportunities for you to be at Spain, to establish there, to make business with our companies, with our government or whatever. And the second is I'll give you some insights about the Spanish space presidency, because there is a full space week in Seville. You are invited. It's the same dates that you have the GEO in Cape Town, so you need to choose where do you want to stay. Okay, well, this on the left, it was Spain with, you see, from the space policy to the space assets, we have up to 11 ministries involved. This is a situation very, very bad to generate strategic messages, to advance, etc. And so we organized recently, and the space policy, the funding, and the coordination of the programs and missions were gathered under an agency, the Spanish Space Agency. This agency was set up in large March, in the past March the 7th, and is entering in force since April the 20th. This is an agency, a dual agency, in the sense that has the Ministry of Science and Innovation and the Defense Ministry. Important thing for this community of Earth observation in some way, that aspect. As well, we will have all the representation together, because normally in the countries, even in the more ordered countries, you have 2 ministries there. I am the ministry, I am the other. No, but everything will be all together. I put NASA because in Spain we have a long-standing relation with NASA since the 50s for the deep space stations, all the Apollo mission, etc. So all the stations were put in the parallel of in the meridian of Australia, in California, and they decided Spain. Okay. As well, we will develop some strategies. We are developing, according to the strategy, our national plans. The Earth observation, remote sensing is having a good impact in what we are preparing, and we are involving all the actors around the same. You know, Spain 30, 40 years ago was small in space activities, but now it's increasing. Recently, we put 20% more in our national budget to ESA, and we have now, with all the defense programs, up to 4,000 million euros for defense programs in the next in the coming years. And we are trying to develop as well a space law. We have not the right to launch from our own territory because we don't have the law. but we have very special places to launch, like in Canary Islands, where we are starting to think to set up a European spaceport there, because are really to the south and are really well connected. Maybe you know all the beaches there. And finally, we have the budget. That's the important thing of an agency, to have a consolidated budget growing yearly, just to make our industry, our academy to advance. And what is the agency? The agency is in Sevilla. It's in a really convenient, we made a contest in Spain, 22 cities opted for the agency, and Sevilla was the winner. And it's 10 minutes from the airport, from the main high-speed train, etc. And so that's a very good location. And agency will have less than 100 people. So it's not a big agency, because we have the National Aerospace Institute for all the testing, the technologies, the test ranges, and these kind of things. So it's like our technical arm. And because this is in Sevilla, this will be the program of the Spatial Week in Seville from the 6th of November to the 10th of November. We have three colors here: the blue one, the green one, the yellow, and this purple. The blue ones are that official meetings between just ESA alone, the ministerial informal meeting of space ministers alone. Later they speak together, they have a lunch, they have a joint declaration. And after that, as we are in Spain, we are trying to attract the main minister of the Ibero-American countries with space-faring activities. And this is an opportunity for EUSPA, for Commission, for ESA, for all of you to stay there and to make business with all of them. We will bring them. You know, this is a nice territory. It's a little bit politically going one side, the other side, but in the end, there will be there a lot of interest for space, maybe for EGNOS. Copernicus is well developed in Chile, in Panama now, the other people in Peru want it, etc. So there are activities that justify that they will come here. And later we have the traditional European Union Space Week. This Space Week are the green, sorry, because the green and yellow are not very well distinguished, but start on Tuesday the evening and finish on Thursday, November the 9th. That is a program that we have been coined with EUSPA and Commission, the DGDEFIS, just to attract a lot of the communities. We will have an user consultation platform with 7 parallel meetings of 50 people, so you will have there a lot of opportunities. We are trying to attract entrepreneurs with the Cassini instruments, as well with some links to the navigation, and as well to the European space strategy for security and defense, as well, because now it's in fashion. So it's a good place to stay there, and this is winter. Winter in Sevilla is 25 degrees, so it's much better. In August will be 40 degrees. And finally, we will have our National Congress. If you want to continue making connections, business, etc., go to the National Space Conference. That will be one day only, on Thursday evening and Friday morning. When we put a star, red star, is that we want a minister involvement. Of course, we are now in a national election, so from July the 23rd, we will have new government, or the old one, and the ministers we will negotiate their participation as well. And it's important because we are preparing all that messages, and there are many messages related with this arts community. For example, for the European Union Green Deal and the net zero objectives, a full compromise of the institutions. You need to think about this like an opportunity 2 years ago, when was some link to the African Union, later the institutions made a 100 million program for that. So you can lobby, you can go there, you can press the community trying to. Now there are there are different opportunities there. So for making maybe in the Copernicus to maintain the system with the new technologies, the operation and evolution, trying to put the political support to this global system that we are so proud, to try to see if we can support the monitoring and mitigation of the climate change. Just there are some discussions about the Copernicus expansion missions, if the third unit of the CO2 monitoring mission is going to be there or not. We are in the 25th anniversary. We have this new system, governmental system, that is a consequence of the European Union space strategy for security and defense. Will be, as Guillaume Labrosse said the first day, will be Copernicus or not, but maybe it's Earth observation. If this go ahead, we don't know. And there are many aspects that can be dealt and are of interest for this community. So I encourage you to be there and to join a force, make that all the Europeans join a force, the different stakeholders, the member states, the different agencies, the institutions, because it's worth. I stayed during my life 4 years at a commission, as seconded national expert at the Morufakini unit, but working on space policy and the Horizon 2020, not on Earth observation. For me, it seems very nice these 2 days to learn a lot. And I was impressed about this ecosystem now, how Europe evolved. Europe has been always criticized because we are slow, etc. But when Europe start, continue. So congratulations to this community for these huge tools, worldwide level, and try to continue to maintain, to defend us, and use our presidency to convey the messages you want to be in this Space Week, or whatever you want. We are open to for the fair play and to make our best. Okay, thank you so much.
And so here we are. Last minute, so I will not take you too long, don't worry. I'm sure that you want to enjoy the nice weather outside as well. We had a really rich day. We cover a lot of different topics, maybe too much sometimes, maybe, I don't know, but I think it was really good. We explore initially, we enter into this 2 day through the policy aspect. Really interesting discussion, highlighting all the work done by members on the Secretariat, so opportunities and so potential difficulties as well, challenges that we all have to take on. We explore the Green Deal, the UN, SDGs, which are really a driver, a trigger, in fact, for our industry. Yesterday, and I think we have a slide on this, we had the opportunity to enjoy the evening on the nice terrace in this venue. And you have here, on this picture, the 3 winners of the HERSC Awards. So we have EGEOS, Constellier, and Cloudferro. So Cloudferro is the company award, Constellier, the startup award, and EGEOS, the product one. Really proud of this because it really highlights currently the performance of our industry, the capability to innovate in order to deliver even more new solutions to better fit with the needs of the user. In order to answer the challenge, as we heard again this afternoon by municipalities. So we have to open, we have to listen, and we have to increase. But we have been heard, and they have been heard. If you look at the number, We had in person 170 people in this venue during this 2 days. Single person, 170. 365, maybe even more, online. We have to close the session in order to have the final number. It's a huge increase compared to last year. More than 40% simply. So really significant. So we have a real impact, you have a real impact, and you are heard thanks to this. And to say that we are part of a community. We have these 64 speakers that share their view, express themselves, open opportunities for all of us. Now we have to build the future. Of course, we will start to think about EXPANDEO 2024. But I would say again that this could have not been possible without the strong support of all the sponsors that made this event possible. The DAS, Earth Daily yesterday for the event, the cocktail and the award, great Protect project that you heard, and could be involved even more in the upcoming months, that we will provide you with more information. Aerospace Imaging, Airbus. Thank you very much to them. Thank you very much to all of you for your in-depth contribution, and happy to see you here again next year. Thank you all.